If you guys could support me as a creator, all you have to do is go to the item shop, press support a creator in the bottom right, type in Cobe's Mine, press accept. Whatever you buy, get a very small portion of it. Thank you guys so much. What is up, everybody? It's Cobes here, and today I am back with a Fortnite video. In today's video, I will be ranking every single battle pass glider from worst to best. If you guys could, drop a like, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Also, tell me what your favorite battle pass glider is in the comment section. If you could only use one, what would it be? Would that change your mind? Would you use something that's not so complex and loud and blasts in your eardrums, or would you keep that one? Also guys, if you want me to make a similar video but with emotes, tell me. I still might make it even if I get no comments for it. We'll see though. Let's hop into this list, guys. So I will not be adding the season 1 gliders onto this list, just like I haven't added really any season 1 anything throughout these battle pass videos. But the season 1 gliders actually aren't that bad. We have the aerial assault 1 and the Mako. I think a lot of people have the Mako, not many people have the aerial assault 1. I think they're both decent gliders, and the Mako is actually pretty good for being somewhat rare. Let's move on, guys. Let's get into this list. At my number 17 spot for the worst battle pass glider to ever exist in this game, I had to give it to the Sugar Crash. Guys, for me, this is absolutely the worst. You know, maybe it looks good, it's colorful, maybe it looks colorful, I'll say that. It does look colorful. Maybe you like it for that. But for me, personally, I don't like the music behind it. I think it's just disgusting looking, especially with all that candy on top of it. It's just not my glider. This was made for like a 3-year-old girl. If you are a 3-year-old girl watching this video, go out, use the Sugar Crash. It was made for you. Let's move on to my number 16 spot. I had to give it to this season's Picnic glider. Guys, this one is absolutely disgusting in all fronts. I don't really know why they made this one. I guess it's for the dyer, you know, the werewolf. I think there's a wolf tail on there. There's a wolf tail in the pie, I guess. Overall though, this one was just not made for me. It does not appeal to me by any means. I think it's one of the most disgusting looking gliders in this game. It's more disgusting than the Sugar Crash, but I think I like it more than the Sugar Crash. All right, let's move on to my number 15 spot. I had to give it to Sir Glider the Brave. And if you guys did not know, I have a personal vendetta against Sir Glider the Brave and the two season 2 Royale Knight and like I can't remember the other name, but you guys know the 2 Knight skins from season 2 battle pass. I don't really care for them too much. They're growing on me a little bit more, same with this glider, because usually this would be at the bottom of the list, but hey, it's at the number 15 spot, so it's not absolutely terrible in my mind. It's a little, you know, one step above that. Let's move on to my number 14 spot. I can't believe it got so low on this list, but this is truthfully how I feel. The Intrepid. For me, the Intrepid, really good thought behind it. Horrible execution. I don't like using this. I didn't like using it when it first came out. It came out during season 4, and I still like it hasn't grown on me any since then. And even during, you know, season 4, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, that's not that great. And then when I got it, I'm like, yeah, that's not that great. That's why it's at my number 14 spot. I never use it. Even during the season, I rarely used it. Let's move on to my number 13 spot. I had to give it to a glider I want to like. Same with Intrepid, Get Down. I feel like Get Down, it failed. It really did. I don't know if it was a little bit brighter, if it would work out more. I don't think it would. I just think the design overall is pretty ugly. I don't like it. Tell me what you guys think about it. I think this may be a fan favorite, especially because it's a season 2 glider. Well, leave your comments telling me down below, guys. Let's move on to my number 12 and 11 spot. Honestly, I think these could be tied because they're basically the same exact glider, but we have Downshift at our number 12 spot because it is the reskin of the High Octane, which is at our number 11 spot. So I really don't understand why these two are in the game. These two are so similar. If you put them next to each other, I really doubt you guys could like actually tell the difference. I probably should do that before, so maybe I will do that now. Yeah, screw it. You guys can take a look. If you didn't know the names of these gliders and you just put them like up against each other, you didn't like actually just look at them before this video, you would have no idea which one was downshift and which one was high octane. There's no way of knowing. So for me, they're just way too similar. I really don't understand why Epic did this. But honestly, high octane is a decent glider. I think it's pretty good. But having a like reskin of it, not even a reskin, just a replica of it, I just don't see the point. It kind of ruins high octane in my mind a little bit, but it's still in the middle of the list. Let's move on to my number 10 spot. I had to give it to Carbide, and Carbide for me, it's that military all black design, like the military skin all black design on the glider. I really like that look, and I think it goes perfect if you have any sort of military skins. If you have a black military skin, use this. It's going to be a great combination. And overall, I haven't used this one in a while, but I could definitely see myself going back to it because it's a very simple glider, but I think it does look good, and I really do like the all black design typically throughout this game. Let's move on to my number 9 spot. I had to give it to this season's glider, Crossfire. For me, this is fire. Nah, for a basic glider, it's pretty good. I didn't really think I would like it because, it's basically all brown, and there's just some pickaxes. I don't even know what's on that. I really don't. I can't remember. I think it might be 2 pickaxes in a cross, but regardless, even if it didn't have that, I still think it would be a decent glider. And guys, I really think we for me at least, I'm saying we, but for me at least, the gliders throughout all the battle passes, they really haven't been all that good or creative. I really believe that. I think a lot of the gliders are just whatever. They're not all that great. I think a lot of them are. So tell me what you guys think. Overall though, I'm pretty disappointed at how bad the gliders have been, because even at this point on the list, high octane's decent, carbon's decent, crossfire's decent. I would say maybe they're a 5.5 out of 10, all of them, but they don't hit that mark where, wow, I really like these. And we're already at our number 9 spot. But let's move on to my number 8 spot for another glider that, it's decent. It's on the list. It's at our number 8 spot, but it's still not absolutely amazing. I had to give it to Splashdown. For me, I just personally don't like using this all that much. I like it for its look, but I think it's a little bit loud. It's not the best look in the game. I really don't know what to say, guys. I didn't feel like I should put this one a lot lower on the list because I actually like using it from time to time. I did use it in season 5 quite a bit, but other than that though, honestly, I think it's a pretty bad tier 79 glider. Let's move on to my number 7 spot, the Wings of Valor. This is the best season 4 glider on this list, guys. I will be telling you if it's the best of that season, just so you guys can know. I think Wings of Valor was the best from season 4, and honestly, I really like its design, but I still don't think it's an absolutely amazing glider. I think it's somewhat plain, and I typically like the more plain designs, but I feel like they could have added a little bit something to this. I wish this was the last tier glider and Intrepid was in the place of Wings of Valor, but sadly it wasn't the case. Or I wish they made Intrepid exactly like Wings of Valor, but just a different color. I wouldn't even care if it was a reskin, because honestly, Wings of Valor, definitely not a bad glider. Let's move on to my number 6 spot. I had to give it to a very simple glider, but I like its colors, I like its design. We have the Cruiser. For me, the Cruiser, yeah, it's a great glider. I think for its very simple design, it really reminds me of the Clutch Axe. If you guys know what I'm talking about, it's basically like, it's got like a gold chain wrapped around it. It's got some gold diamonds sticking out of the front of the pickaxe, if you guys know what I mean. This kind of reminds me of that. I like its colors. I think it's a fairly simple design, but I don't really care. I really like this glider. Let's move on to my number 5 spot. I had to give it to the Covered Crusader. And this one is a pretty nice design. It really is. It's got that menacing look that I've been looking for. I think it's a perfect design for Fortnite and a really good design for this season. For me, I really love the glider, but it's only at our number 5 spot. It is not the best from season 6 either. Let's move on to my number 4 spot for the best season 3 glider in this game. I gave it to the Rainbow Rider. And for me, if I'm going to be using a glider from season 3, most likely I'll use the Rainbow Rider, and I do use it from time to time. I do love rainbows in this game, you know, llamas, whatever. I don't know, Bright Bomber, there's a bunch of rainbow designs, the Bright Bag, you know, the Rainbow Smash, all that stuff. But the Rainbow Rider, it just fits in perfectly with that combination, and if I'm using that combination, trust me, I'm using the Rainbow Rider all day long. It's a fairly girly design, but I don't care. I'm a girl. I like this. Moving on to my number 3 spot, I had to give it to the best season 5 glider in this game. I had to give it to Conquest. And you guys know the rows on it. The rows, the paddles, whatever they're called. They actually like create water somehow in the air, and you can see the water effects like splashing up. I don't know how that works. I didn't know, you know, Fortnite was underwater, but fun fact, it definitely is. Overall though, I really like its very complex glider design. Like the part you actually glide in on, that part is so detailed. I think the whole glider itself is very detailed. And the llama up in front, definitely a great touch. Or is it a camel? To me, it looks like a llama kind of dressed up as a camel, or vice versa. But I still really do like this design. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Is this your favorite from season 5, or do you like Splashdown a little bit more, or Cruiser or Downshift? Let's move on to my number 2 spot, my favorite season 2 glider. Guys, I swear season 2 stuff always makes it pretty high up on this list, on these lists. The Royale X is one of my favorite. It is, I would say it is my favorite Battle Pass, very simple design glider. You know, if you're looking for a very simple, just regular old glider, I think the Royale X is the best. I love the symmetry on it. I love the color scheme on it. I honestly think it's the best for the simple glider designs throughout the Battle Pass. If you guys want to disagree with me, feel free. Do you guys like Cruiser more? Do you like the Rainbow Rider? Do you like something else? For me, this is one of the best gliders from the Battle Pass, and honestly, we haven't gotten too many good ones in my opinion. Let's move on to my number 1 spot though, guys, for the best season 6 glider in the game and the best in the game overall. I had to give it to Swarm. You know, the bat design is just such a cool design. For me, overall, my favorite glider design is the pterodactyl design. So maybe it's, you know, different flying animals on the list. I don't know. I don't think a dinosaur is an animal, is it? I don't care. Whatever. It's a dinosaur. But different flying things, different flying living creatures as a glider are so cool to me. And I think Swarm is a perfect example of how much I actually love them. So for me, Swarm is my favorite Battle Pass glider as of right now. I would say it's going to be very hard to knock out because looking at this list, guys, compared to all these other gliders, it doesn't have much competition. We'll see if it gets it in season 7. I will make this video in season 7. I hope you guys did enjoy. Tell me your list. Do you guys completely disagree? I would understand, but leave a comment telling me. Leave your reasons why, you know, your number 1 spot is your number 1 spot. Why your last spot is your last spot. What is your number 17 spot as well? Because what's the worst glider in any Battle Pass ever? I'm interested to know, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.